Welcome to the Stronghold.
So, right, Stargate Mission 7. Mission 7? Yes. 7.
What's our tension dice for this one?
Roll that now.
So the highest we've had is 9.
It's a 1.
It's a 1!
That's what I want for sport.
Mission 7.
We've been told to take some samples while we're spelunking.
Yes. So if we say that Claire Connors is in the helping work on the artifact while we do this,
Yep.
will that perhaps speed up us learning a bit about it?
Oh, really?
No.
Let's go with yes.
All right.
Print. Got to print out the printout for you, so I've just done that. So I'll grab that shortly.
You going to be in the med bay?
Yeah,
Yes, where were you guys last time?
So now you get +2.
oh yeah, medbay got +2, yes. But I'm always in the medbay, whether by design or instance.
How are we going with the inoculation for the Minos people?
That has been done and distributed. For some reason, my OneDrive does not have Mission 7. Just saved it before I left.
What about you? Was it Bruar?
Yeah,
Did you spend your time in
I think
the
I'm
archives? Or
back in
did
the
you...
archives again because it's good to be a bit better at engineering.
Well, hopefully we'll get another bonus to the archives because that's still only +1, isn't it?
Yeah, that'd be good because I think Claire uses it as well.
Yeah.
Mm.
Well, I might.
This is not syncing.
I might go to the firing range again.
I'll load it via the web browser now. Should be in there.
I noticed Discord had a bit of a flutter today.
Yeah.
It wouldn't load while I was at.
Seen that a few
Clinic.
times. Yeah.
It came up with all the stuff that you've got, like all your different channels and things like that on the side.
Yeah,
But then if you went into any of them, it was just blank.
I've seen it before, but I don't know what causes it. I thought it was my phone being weird.
Well, see, I did it on my phone too, so
Yeah.
maybe it is a phone
I've only
thing.
seen it on my phone having that issue.
Yeah.
But
Discord on the phone,
it's not always great.
no.
No.
Because we've had people at cons who do it on the day, scan the thing, and then they can't tick the green tick on their phone. It
Doesn't
won't do
appear
it. Yeah.
for some reason.
So, and then we can't do it unless they're. Because weren't you saying something about they're public or private when they join? Like, you can only do it for public accounts.
I'm not sure.
Ah,
They should be all able to do it, but
yeah.
all right, we'll get started. So you've had a bit of downtime since you came back from your last mission.
We needed it, I think. We needed it.
Yes, you did. They gave you a week off, but because ground shakes have become more frequent. If you can recall the very first episode where you had that earthquake come through, and So, General Lawyer has prioritized the structural integrity of the Phoenix base over other missions. As such, you've been assigned to help install supporting beams throughout the base. So, you've been assigned to assist Dr. J.R. Edwards, Keenan McTavish, and Sergeant Carmichael. Sarge Mike, they call him.
Is Evans Roberta's brother, twin brother? You know, the Roberta we didn't save?
No, that wasn't Evans.
There wasn't Evans?
I don't
Someone
know.
different, I think, yeah.
I don't want him at the other end of the road.
No, we
Valid.
tried our best to save her.
We did. But the Sarge we know, don't we? From the first mission, wasn't he?
I'm pretty sure you met Sarge Mike before.
Yeah.
Sergeant Carmichael. Well, you would have seen them around the base and talked to them at some stage, so.
So Dr. Edwards, Sergeant Mike, who was the other person?
Keenan McTavish. Okay. You take several different elevators to reach to the lowest levels of the Phoenix base. You walk down the increasingly barren ancient hallways, you can sense the millions of tons of Langford Peak overhead. The feeling of isolation from the rest of the base dissipates when you hear a friendly conversation and see an inviting light from a battery-powered lantern around the corner. Just keep walking towards them.
Yeah.
So because Phoenix site is built on top, like as part of the ruins that were there, isn't it?
Ancient ruins.
Yeah. So these are the same ruins that are in the village as well.
Yes.
Like the same time period and things like that.
Yeah.
Okay. And we normally don't go down here.
No, you haven't been this far before, that's for sure.
Okay.
Lowest you went was to the training room.
Have other people been down here before?
Yes.
And did you say there were inscriptions on the walls, or
No. Did I?
no? I thought you did. No. So but they're just.
No, we're just feeling the weight of the mountain above us.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
what it
yeah.
was. Yeah.
Okay. Following Dr. Edwards' instructions, Keenan pressing a stabilizing beam against a wall. Sarge Mike hoists a large rivet gun that will affix the beam to the wall unit. It can properly weld it in place. As the rivet gun begins to pound away, you feel the familiar rumbling of the ground beneath your feet, unlike most quakes. This quickly grows in power that doesn't stop. Soon enough, the ground below you gives way and you find yourself falling. Everyone give us a dexterity saving throw as you fall by a rapid descent and falling debris all around you.
Oh.
I'll take that.
That's a nat 20, that's a
Yeah.
pass. You definitely land and walking around like nothing happened.
Dex save 21.
21's a pass.
15 plus 2 is 18.
18's a pass. Excellent.
You get to roll this with advantage.
I get advantage on all dex checks.
That's crazy.
All on initiative and dex checks, I get advantage.
You all take 1 bludgeoning damage just from the landing, but everything else is fine. Despite the earth opening up around you, you manage to keep your footing well enough during your descent to avoid most harm. Landing on solid ground, you roll out of the way just in time as a large slab of slate slams into the ground, splintering mere centimeters from you. Okay, from what you can see around you at the moment while the dust is settling, the tunnels run to the north and the south, but only a few meters to the south it ends in solid stone, while to the north it's filled with rubble nearly to the ceiling. There are no other exits that you can see immediately, and unfortunately you cannot see the other team members. What do you do?
So it's just us?
Yes.
Can I inspect the south solid stone wall?
Yep. Absolutely. It's the solid. You don't need to roll for that. It's absolutely solid. There's no way you're getting through it. And a large slab of slate. That's the one that landed very close to you.
Is that like on an angle?
Sort of. Yeah.
So like that we could climb out on it?
No,
Like a
no.
ramp sort of
It's
thing?
way too high.
Oh,
This is
okay.
like, it's very high above you.
Can we see up at all?
No. It's all caved in. So
Okay.
So imagine we've got like lamps or something on our.
do you? Yes, you do.
Well, I
you would have
figured-
taken those sort of things
Yeah,
before leaving.
given that we were working in a
Yeah.
tunnel that wasn't lit.
Mm-hmm.
So the one to the north that you said is there's rubble all the way up to the ceiling. Can we clear that rubble away?
You can definitely try. Just to re-note, you cannot see your other 3 team members. Yep. Okay.
Oh, okay. Did we hear them call out or something when it all happened, or?
No, you arrived where they were, and they were just doing that stuff, that description I said,
Yep.
and then the earthquake hit. So you're pretty much right next to them.
Okay.
Right next to them. So I'm
And
going to
you
call
can
out and say, "Hey, Sergeant Mike! Sergeant Mike, where are you?"
You hear a muffled voice coming from the north in the rubble that's just ahead of you.
In the rubble?
Yeah.
Time to clear rubble.
Yeah.
So that's on the other side of this slate thing?
No, other direction.
Other direction.
The north passage.
Yeah. So we can assume that no one is under the slate.
You sort of hope not. It looked very big and heavy.
Because that's behind us, sort of thing. If you
Yeah.
know what I mean. Okay.
I think
All
if
right.
someone was, they're not waiting for
No.
us.
Do you want to assess
Mm.
the area that we're about to move into for stability?
Yeah.
You can do an engineering check.
My goodness, you keep rolling that dice.
It's a different die.
Oh, really?
It's a different-
Okay, you
Up to a
believe
good start.
that removing this rubble, the place will still stay stable.
Okay, I think we're safe to remove the rubble. It's not
Roll
gonna
like
collapse.
that. If you remove the rubble, you could probably build a tower and we could just walk out of here.
You just make a little staircase.
Yeah, that's right.
Mm.
Well, let's.
Shut
Everyone's
the
getting into
windows in, Yeah.
Yeah.
Excellent. Give us a group roll. Athletics.
Athletics. It's always athletics, isn't it?
6.
6 total.
6 total.
Okay.
Rolled a
11.
19.
Excellent. Everyone bar Chuck put in their workload and did enough to get rid of the rubble.
Hello again.
You extract the work crew before further harm comes to them. They look a bit stunned, but they are not a hindrance moving them out. They do seem quite injured, though. They do have many cuts and bruises.
Can I administer first aid?
Absolutely.
Have we cleared the passage entirely, or is there still rubble?
You cleared the immediate area where they were caught under, but yes, you can see a gap through to the other side of the tunnel now. What are you doing, Lucas?
He
Being
wants
annoying?
to jump on my lap. And I said, not today.
You sat on his chair.
Yeah. I know.
But now we're looking elsewhere now.
Is there any equipment in the rubble that's come down? With them?
No, not that you can see. Medicine checks.
Medicine checks.
Be one for each one.
Always medicine. Actually, that's fine. So that's 14.
You patch up Sergeant Mike just fine.
It's 15.
Dr. Edwards is patched up.
McTavish gets a 12.
McTavish is not looking as good, but still patched up. Sergeant is like, we're not looking too good. But you think you can find a way out of here for us? Make sure it's safe before we move as such. Probably a good thing.
Absolutely. There's only one way to go, guys.
So maybe they should. So they're going to stay here while we explore forward.
Mm.
All right.
Yeah,
Well,
with
you've
that-
determined
Yeah.
that it's safe here.
If nothing else, the ceiling won't collapse on them.
Mm.
So if we go past them, nothing's can get to them.
Do they have any ropes or equipment that we can borrow?
No. The equipment they had is not with them. Looks like it might have been destroyed or lost. And that's all.
Okay.
That you hear it crackle on your radio. Major Jared Bell. Team, describe your status.
Sir, there's been a collapse in the tunnel. Three of us are injured. We're down on the lower level. We're not sure exactly where we are. We will attempt to get up to ground level.
Affirmative. That the last earthquake was the strongest the base has experienced. Most of the low levels of the base has collapsed and are filled with rubble. Rescue efforts are currently focused on Phoenix personnel trapped in the rubble, yourself included. Given the size of the area currently cut off, the major fear is that it will take a while, maybe days, even weeks, to get to where you are. We encourage you to find an alternate egress from that tunnel. Haven has felt slight tremors but otherwise unaffected. General Lawyer has ordered all Marines to still hold a planned baseball practice to avoid spooking Haven's residents.
Okay, sir.
Hopefully we
Sorry,
weren't
I'm
involved in it.
Is there anyone else missing down here?
Many, looking for about 30 personnel at the moment.
Have they been able to pinpoint the origin of the quake?
Negative.
Are aftershocks expected? That will give us a time frame how quickly we need to.
Yes, typically the aftershocks are not as strong though.
Though if it was the strongest they've seen, it could still be substantial.
And is there any way for them to track us? Like, have we got, like, can they track us through our radios? Or?
Not sure whether they got that set up or not.
Mm.
Let's go with no.
All right.
There's way too much material in between you and them anyway, so lucky that this is getting through.
Do they have a map of the tunnels below, or all the areas they've excavated?
Negative. That area was only recently explored that you're in. No maps yet.
Okay.
All right.
Be hard to get a map through the road.
Yeah, but like they,
Could have described something. Yeah.
like they might be able to say, oh, well, from where you are north, there's another tunnel or something.
They've said it'd been a few days
Yeah.
before they could get to it. So whatever,
Days to weeks.
Well,
whatever map is.
Yes, you're currently off the map from what we can tell. If you have fallen, we don't have anything below where you are originally.
maybe they need to talk to our friend Zelida, who has some Tokra tunneling crystals.
Yes, good idea. But no.
Be able to get
Did
to
you
us
say that
real
over the
quick.
radio, or
Suggest that?
did you suggest that over the radio, or?
Yeah.
He's like, use of crystals are a no-go. They will cause damage to the ancient tunnels, possibly destroying anything yet undiscovered. We'll use them as a last resort.
I do have a comms tech ability that extends radio range to 20 kilometers. So we could try and radio some of the people missing and see if we can get into contact with anyone.
Unfortunately, we have tried them on all channels. And yes, we do have extenders up at the base.
So is there anyone else missing near where we are?
Negative.
Okay, so just
All at different areas.
so just try and get the 6 of us out.
You feel a puff of cool air blow across your skin coming from the north.
Okay.
Wind underground. Usual.
Where the wind typically is.
So what are we going to try and check in every? What's the new time frame?
Every 1 hour should be plenty.
Let's find out where this puff of wind came from.
Okay. Heading on.
So the 3 that we're leaving behind, they've got radios as well?
Yes.
Okay.
Sluggers. I thought a reminder pop up called Sluggers. Okay. Thanks, Google. All right, as you head down the perilous cave tunnel, untouched by the ancients, you spelunk for what seems like 20 minutes. The passages are tight and often dark, even with the aid of your flashlights. The ground is damp and footing is occasionally imperiled by fleeting secondary tremors. Eventually, you come to a broad cavern. Your path to the north is blocked by a steep cliff reaching 10 meters high.
10 meters.
To a ceiling. 10 minutes to a
To
ceiling.
another tunnel as such.
Okay, so we got to.
Mm.
Are there any other?
Yeah, you can see.
exits?
Not that
Or-
you can see, no.
Alright.
Alfred, you on my shoulders. Claire, you climb up the back
Yeah,
and use this like a ladder.
and we'll do
Be
that.
prepared. You're gonna have to drag Alfred up.
How are we gonna get you up though?
Well, the two of us can pull him up.
Yeah, but can he jump high enough to make him grab him?
10 meters, yeah.
There does look like there's plenty of handholds to get up there.
Or we could just rock climb.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
As much as I like this idea.
It is 10 meters. So,
Well, so that's the only thing in the room?
you can see.
Is it a natural cavern?
Yes.
Okay. And the
Okay.
tunnel that we're trying to get to, that's a natural tunnel?
It does not look it, no. Looks like one of the ancient tunnels that you were just in.
Okay.
So could it be that this cavern that we're in has resulted as part of the earthquake?
It, possibly, looking at it.
If we did
Can I have a
some
look?
sort of...
Absolutely, you can give us a check.
Engineering? I have no idea.
What about nature?
Yep, you can give us a nature roll.
That's an 18.
Excellent.
'Cause
From
I
the
did
rubble on the
-1.
ground, from the rubble on the ground, you do believe that things have fallen down out of place, and yeah, bit of a shift.
So this
And the
was
plates.
originally, the tunnel went all the way through, but this
Mhm.
is sort of subsided.
Yeah.
It's gonna be hard to get the injured guys past here, but
Yeah.
time to climb up the wall.
All right, give us an athletics check if you're heading up.
It's fine.
17.
5 is a fail. You fall back down and take 1 bludgeoning damage.
17.
17 is a pass. You successfully get to the top.
11.
11, you get to the top as well.
Okay.
Can we
Can I
help
try
chop up?
You can definitely try and grab him as he's attempting to
Yeah.
spelunk up.
Does 13 do it?
13 passes. You're fine. That'll be.
Right. Is it really?
Teleport.
You have to go all the way down there.
Yep.
You think it'd be by the front door?
It normally is. Mine's not for some reason.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it's pretty deep in.
Yeah.
Had a few of the committee members come over and they're like, "Where's your doorbell?" I'm like, "It's at the front and it's near the kitchen." Or mine's been moved in there for some reason.
Oh, that's strange.
Yeah, it can be changed. Like the cords, you can see the cord where they've run it. But yeah, all right. Successfully make it to the top there. Once you have climbed the cliff, you hear a purring-like sound coming from a tunnel leading to the east.
Lucas jumped down.
Huh?
The purring sound.
No, it wasn't him.
Mm.
What do you do?
Should someone maybe scout ahead a little
Yeah,
bit?
I'll scout ahead. It's stealthily. Is it purring as in a machine sort of
You can
sound?
give us a nature roll. If you want.
I mean, can I do an
I'll sneak
You
forward.
can, absolutely.
Yeah, you do engineering.
Engineering roll.
I'll sneak
I'll
forward.
do the nature.
Yeah.
9.
Nature 16.
Nature 16. You don't believe it's being made by an animal. It's possibly mechanical, from what you can tell.
Well,
The engineer doesn't know though.
I'll it's
I
alright.
have
Hey.
faith.
Going.
I'll
Sorry,
sneak
mate.
forward.
Okay.
Stealth plus 6. So 23.
23. Okay. Continuing along a narrow tunnel for another 20 minutes, following the breeze and odd sound, eventually you reach another cabin with a pool 15 meters across. On the other side of the still frigid water, the tunnel resumes. Looks like you're going to need to swim.
Okay. Well,
And we're
but I
missing the
can't
one
see
we have
what's
covered in
making
like
this
the-
sound.
No, not from where you
But is the sound louder?
are. The sound louder? It is louder as you went down that tunnel, yes.
All right. Well, I'll go back and I'll tell these guys. We'll go together as a group.
So currently these guys are stuck
You have to
underground.
kill Tara with this.
They'll be there for about
Yeah, because
15 minutes, and you can join them then, or we can just chuck in now.
finally we get
Whatever
to do
works for
some
you.
swimming, and Tara's not here.
Yep. You're going to let her know.
About it.
Guess what?
We
We
need you to swim.
are
The
about
quick brief.
to
There's earthquakes.
swim.
We were sent down to help reinforce things.
Are we on Haven?
There's been a collapse.
No, this is below the base.
Okay.
There's been a collapse. We're now stuck in some tunnels. We've left 3 injured guys behind, and we're exploring the tunnels, trying to find a way out.
All right. Going for a swim?
Um,
You're going to get us.
Tara says no way.
Who's going to be so upset?
Yeah, she is.
I'll make sure we go swimming next time.
Yeah.
Just right in a section where you have to do it.
Yeah.
We need someone to
Tara,
swim.
across the street.
Yeah, 'cause she can actually swim faster than she can walk. Like her swim is 30 and her normal movement's 25.
It is impressive.
Well, I think. Can we see the bottom? Or not
No.
really?
It's very, very dark.
Can I test to see if it is water?
Yes, it's water.
Okay.
So Tara asks if I've taught you to swim, can you gain advantage on these swim-related checks?
Did she teach you how to swim?
Well,
Yes,
She
did.
taught
We
all of
were
us,
in the
I
gym,
think.
Yeah, she taught us in the gym.
yeah, like she did stroke correction for us. I think.
That's what we did all that downtime doing.
Yeah,
Yeah, as well, you know.
Practicing for a synchronized swimming team.
Yeah.
yeah. Don't worry about General Lawyer's baseball game. We're into synchronized swimming.
That's where you are. You're playing the baseball game at the moment.
Oh, am I? Oh, cool.
That works. You were
Um,
sent to rep the Phoenix team because of your athletic skills.
so, I can try and stealthily swim across.
Sure. You don't need to stuff, but yeah.
No.
You don't need to roll for it.
Okay. So going into the water, like, does it just get deeper and deeper and deeper until we have to swim?
Pretty much it's just a cliff face. As soon as
Okay.
you hop in, it's deeper than you can see. And put your feet down.
Is it fresh water?
Yes.
Can't take a sample.
It might just be-
Yeah.
We can take a sample. Just
But is it murky or clear?
Can you tell if it's
Clear from where you are, but because of how dark it is in there,
Yeah.
it's just very dark down deep.
I'm going to take the opportunity to refill any water containers we have.
Sure. Absolutely.
And what's on the other side? Like a shelf?
The tunnel continues. It goes straight into the tunnel. That's
Okay,
the only
so-
stuff you can see.
like from where we are, then it suddenly drops to nothing. Swim across and then up. And
Yep.
then okay.
So far, we have to get 3 injured people up a 10-meter cliff and across.
Well, unless we can get out and then come back somehow along that tunnel that we were originally in and lower some ropes down.
I think
But
it
we
was
looked up the
caved in
things
on
that
the
you
top though. Yeah.
Mm.
So I don't think there's any entrance from above.
Okay.
It's collapsed.
Yeah.
Completely collapsed.
Depending on where we go, we could get equipment that could help us.
Yeah.
But
We need a portable ring device.
or just some pool
You can
noodles.
call your Toker friends.
Mm.
Well, we tried that, and apparently using the stones, the tunneling stones, they don't want to damage the ancient hallways.
Toker do what they want to.
Swimming?
Yeah, swim. Okay.
Athletics check. Get across. Everyone going across?
So, yeah, 13.
13's a pass.
14.
14's a pass.
But
5 is a fail. You take 3 cold damage.
Ooh. But
But you still make it across.
make it across.
Just took you a lot longer, so you got 2 cold. Alright, heading down the tunnel, you trapeze another 30 minutes. The cool breeze becomes more frequent. The purring sound becomes louder, suggesting
Traverse, yeah.
traverse. Sorry, yeah.
Just drinking
Suggest-
backwards.
Someone might be suggesting your
Probably
proximity to the promised
with my
exit.
acrobatics.
Well, the path opens into a large chasm that looks to be 20 meters deep. A narrow path no wider than a third of a meter crosses the chasm. On the other side, you observe a crack in the cave wall. You are able to gaze through a newly formed crevice that leads directly into an ancient hallway. Bits of rock from the hole in the wall occasionally break off, falling into the chasm. The rock's echo remind you it would be quite a fall from this height. What do you do?
So it's 20 meters across.
20 meters deep.
No, the chasm.
Hmm.
Oh, so it's 20 meters deep and
Yep.
20 meters across.
No wider than a third of a meter.
Isn't that the path that goes across it, like the bridge?
So the path opens into a large chasm. It looks to be 20 meters deep. The chasm's 20 meters deep.
Yeah.
A narrow path no wider than a third of a meter crosses the chasm. So it's not very big of a hole.
No.
On the other side, you observe a crack in the cave wall. Yeah, so it's not a very big hole. You just have to get across it, though. If you
Okay.
fall, it could be very tragic.
So it is. Yeah. So it is 20 meters across. So
But is it a path through, or is it just a path to this crack?
yeah, it's like a land bridge that's only
Yeah.
wide.
So it's an athletics check to get across.
Athletics.
Acrobatics, sorry.
Acrobatics.
Yeah, trapeze across.
Yeah. Should we all hold hands going across? So, go
Human chain.
sideways. Yeah, do a human chain.
Yeah.
I'll go first.
If we had any rope, we could rope ourselves
Yeah.
together, but I don't think we do.
No.
But,
But-
human chain's a good thought.
I'll
That
give
way,
you
if any
advantage
of
doing
us,
that.
and if any of us fall,
Chuck could take his pants off, rip it around, use it as a rope.
Oh, Chuck, keep your pants on.
because based on our pit performance last week and the Stranger Things thing, we nearly lost
Oh,
everyone to a pit.
thank goodness that you were there, though.
Yeah. So every
We
time
were,
someone
we were
dropped, I
rolling
went.
terribly. It was bad rolling. Very bad
It
rolling.
was bad rolling. All right, so everyone will get advantage. So I'll go first. So 13 plus 6, 19.
That's a pass.
I got 18.
Pass.
I got 90.
No issues. You just walked across it like it was nothing. Stepping through the literal hole in the wall, you enter into an ancient hallway. The bricks are similar to the ones in other parts of the Phoenix base. To the right is a pile of immovable granite boulders blocking any further exploration in that direction. To the left is a heavy octagonal bronze door set in the granite wall, its titanium lintel reflecting from your flashlights. It sits inert, failing to open at your approach. There is a slender gap between the door and the frame where air pushes through. The reverberation is coming from behind the door. What do you do?
Chuck's going to reach in and try and pull the door open.
Maybe we should see if it just opens first.
Well,
Try a strength check if you're trying to open.
well, but can we see through the crack? Like if we shine our torch through that crack?
Not really, no.
It's like a spaceship door that does.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No.
This is what she's getting at the
That's not.
at the
doesn't it-
clinic.
I'm sorry, that does not look like hospital food.
Hmm.
No.
No, sorry.
Get a cornetto or a
Yeah.
drumstick. It's pretty good. Strength check. That's strength.
Yep.
15.
Are you just using your bare hands?
Yep.
Yep, it does not budge.
What about with two of us?
You can give advantage.
Oh, 16.
Does not budge.
Is there a panel?
Yes, there is a panel.
Want to have a look at it?
Give us an engineering roll.
You have a look at it.
I got a 22.
22, okay. You know that the door was once automated, but its control panel is damaged and looks beyond repair. It has been destroyed by a thin, precise laser.
Someone's probably sabotaged this on purpose.
Sounds yeah. Sounds like
You still
yeah.
okay.
The lintel above the door. He said, is there something there, like writing or something?
No. No writing, nothing.
Any writing on the door?
Is there any way I could try and use my multi-tool to kind of get the door open, unscrew anything, or
No. Looks like it's damaged beyond repair, so can't be used that way.
So other than these slabs of granite, the door is the only other thing in this room.
Correct.
Peek through the crack. What can I see on the other side?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Even when we shine
Yeah.
torches
I can
in.
barely see through the crack. I can see the wall on the other side, but that's it.
Granite's pretty brittle, isn't it?
no, it's not.
It's not.
It's quite hard.
Is there a wedge-shaped bit of granite that we can try and use to
Give us a
open this
perception
door?
roll to see if you can find anything.
Guess we all should look. Hey, look for a wedge shape. Where's my perception? Oh, no. Where is my perception? Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Like in the middle.
Seven?
My
Fine. enough.
wisdom. I don't know. It's just your wisdom bonus, isn't it? So, 14.
14. Excellent. You do find a piece of granite you believe it could use as a crowbar.
All right. 2 of us on that.
Yep. You roll again with advantage by using this piece of granite.
Okay. That's athletics or strength.
Strength.
Okay,
Sure,
18.
18's a pass. Excellent. Basically, you jimmy it open and then it just starts to move on its own after a bit. Okay.
I should add that to my equipment next time I've got a chance.
You should, because
will.
you can use it. That
Piece of
and
granite.
Windex.
Yeah.
Windex you can use for anything.
Okay, this rectangular room with high stone arches is alive with a light. Dozens of holographic computer screens fill every open space. Each screen intermittently flashes with solid blues and reds. Periodically, text scrolls across the screen in a most unusual and unique language. Under the displays is a stone table with bricks of varying heights from the table's center. It looks as though the bricks act as buttons. What do you do?
So, looking at the language,
Can you decipher it with your checker?
yeah, that's what I'm hoping. Is it? I've got a bunch of languages.
See, you probably have more than anybody, wouldn't you?
Well,
Okay, since you completed, if you're going to try and decipher this text,
yeah,
you completed the side mission Mechanicus.
yep, I did.
You get an advantage on any checks you do for this because of that. And you can work out why you will now, because you know what it is.
Yeah, so
Which side mission was that?
that was the one with the replicators. When
Oh,
we
okay.
went to tell him that his
Yeah.
daughter was off with the tow truck.
You lied to
That's
them.
right.
And we actually deciphered some of that
Mm.
Yeah.
in
Which
his
is why-
lab.
Which is probably why you can
Mhm.
recognise it now.
Yeah.
Yep. So you get an advantage trying to read this if you want to give us engineering, science, or culture roll. Any of the three will work.
Probably the culture. Yep, with advantage.
Mm-hmm.
So that's 25.
Nice. That's just enough. You discern that this computer is used to control the planet's seismic activity.
Oh,
Interesting.
Okay.
why would you want to? Maybe to
Seismic
stabilize it.
Okay,
Alter,
what button do I push?
Do you like your power?
Was this place terraformed at any point?
Don't
We don't
know.
know.
Because that could be a reason why.
Yeah, that's a good point.
We also kind
Like I
of
said, geothermal power,
yeah.
or previously used geothermal.
It also explains why there was slate and granite right next to each other, because those don't typically go along. One's
Usually.
metamorphic.
That was a yes.
quite different.
Okay. So looking around the control room, there
Engineering
is
check went well.
I just know rock things.
there's one wall free of any ancient technology, and there's a long fissure of about 2 meters wide, created by a large quake. There's fine rock dust covering every surface, accompanied by the smell of freshly shattered rock. And that is where the fresh air is coming from.
Through that crack.
Yep.
So now that we know what it does
Honestly,
and that,
that's
can
so nice.
we look to see
How do you know?
where this damage is that's causing the computers to flicker and do all that sort of stuff?
No, without understanding the ancient language properly, we'll be
Right.
able to work it out. No.
Do the computers look damaged?
Give us an investigation roll.
8.
8. Okay. No. They look okay to you.
With, so the is it one of those things? It's like a table with you push one brick down and another one comes up somewhere else.
Very similar, yes.
Because SG1 encountered something similar to this,
The time distortion.
the time distortion
I
thing.
remember that one. Yeah.
Yeah.
A bit like a
Good
giant
episode.
keyboard.
Yeah.
Mm.
Thinking
Yeah.
about that, whether you should play around with this sort of computer.
Yeah.
Start some sort of time dilation field.
Do each of
Tempted.
the keys have some sort of symbol on it? Or is it just a
Yes, they do.
can we decipher any of those based on the little bit of the language that we understand?
No.
But it's the same language? Or is it different?
Yes, ancient language, you put.
Yeah.
The ancients.
So the language that we encountered on the replicated planet, that's not ancient though, is it?
No, it was a different dialect, I believe, from memory, but it was from that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right.
I'd really love to play with this machine, but I feel like it's a bad idea.
Should we wait till another aftershock happens and see if anything in this room changes when that happens, like a particular light lights up or a thing goes up or down, to give us a bit of an idea?
I wonder if, like, because clearly this has something to do with what's causing these shocks, but exactly what's causing it, like, is there an issue with, I don't know, wires or something falling on things or...
With that, you hear a crackle on the radio. Phoenix 1, you're late to report. Are you okay?
Sorry for being late, sir. We found an ancient earthquake control room here, man. It's really, really interesting.
Very interesting indeed. Good work. Do we need to send a team?
Yes, sir.
Have you
Anyone who
found
can speak ancient would be really, really useful right now.
Ancient.
It's all written in ancient.
We will find someone. Have you found an exit?
Possibly.
McKay can read it.
With what cake?
No, McKay.
McKay.
McKay can read it. McKay told me to read it.
Find an exit. Get back as soon as you can.
All right. Go through that hole in the wall.
Well, before we go, it's covered in dust. Can I just check around to see, is there anything that looks disturbed? Recent activity rather than
No.
things broken?
Not at all. It's all covered in dust. Or looks it has been used in a very, very long time.
For a long time.
What are your thoughts of pressing
Just one button.
one button? It feels almost like a crime to be in here and not touch
And not touch
something.
something.
Yeah, but it's obviously not working properly, and I think you're right. This room probably stabilizes, and the fact that it's damaged, that's why we've been having these intermittent earthquakes. Pushing something without repairing first might make things worse.
Come on,
Yeah.
just casually press a button anyway.
It is a question of what this machine is for necessarily, like if it is stabilizing it or if it is like if it used to work and stabilize it and the shocks are just natural, or if it is causing them specifically as like a
By being
terraforming.
damaged.
Yeah, like it's I don't know how to explain it other than like if it's causing it or if it's just not stopping it.
Yeah. So you want to test your theory.
I-
Cause
I-
more damage.
I'll
Have a
admit
roll
I
and
think
press one button.
it's a bad idea, but also I really want to press a button.
Can we even one symbol? Can we see if it's similar to something we've seen before?
No, nothing similar.
You can tell me it's a bad idea and I'll go.
Well, is there a monitor linked to the
Yes, multiple, like 6 of them linked to this one.
okay,
Yes.
and they're all sort of
Red and blue and got all different text on them.
okay.
Are any of the
And they're flashing. Red and blue constantly.
are any of the symbols colours or coloured in any way?
No.
Do any of the symbols match the things we're seeing on the screen?
No. You can't decipher this with what you have here.
So it would just be random.
See, despite Chuck's urges, we really should be getting up to the surface. We got 3 injured people to come back and rescue.
Okay, fair.
Because we might get up there and then they'll say, okay, you guys found it, so you go take this other team back down there. And
Chuck, the voice of reason.
Everyone take note of this.
Alright, let's keep going.
Yeah, heading through the hole in the wall.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. As you ascend, the air starts to become fresher. After 5 minutes, you hear the unmistakable crack of a baseball bat, soon confirmed by a ball bouncing into your makeshift escape tunnel. Poking your head out of the fissure, covered by bushes, you see what looks like a baseball diamond adjacent to Murray Lake outside Haven. And you see a Jafar running towards you.
Uh-huh.
Hey,
Where have you been?
we're in the bloody game. Without
We-
this.
We took the long way here.
Yeah, we just took
For being out there.
The field is actually
Really in the air.
Marines versus Jafar. And the Free Jafar is teaching the Marines the basics of the game. And one Jafar is adamant that he will only use his Martok staff as a bat, which is probably you.
Yep.
So you're at Langford Peak at the moment on the other side of Phoenix Base's entrance.
So is where we've come out, is that in part of the ruins? Or it's just like a part of the ground that's
Part of the ground.
given way?
I'm going to grab the radio and inform the base of exactly where we've come up to the ground
Okay.
and say that we've got 3 injured people we need to go back
Yep.
down to rescue, and we're going to need rafts
Yeah.
and ropes and what are they called?
Uh,
Stretchers.
were they walking wounded?
Yeah, they were moving. They were patched up.
Yeah.
Your medic.
So
Yes,
Yeah.
the group of Marines that were playing baseball head over to you and start to head into the hole to secure the area. And you get a message back over the radio. Report in. Head back to command immediately.
But we were winning.
You hear a voice from the Marines from your back. It was training session.
You were losing.
Go around the toilet. I'll be back.
how'd you go?
Good.
Did you make lots?
Yeah, wasn't too bad. Yeah,
Did you get anyone from Stronghold?
4.
Or
Yeah.
Because Tara's friend Alison, who came to Geek Markets and bought some candles and that off you,
Yep.
she saw it on Facebook,
Oh yeah, yeah.
but it wasn't on your thing. It was like in ACT.
Like what's
happenings.
going on in ACT kind of thing.
Yeah,
Oh, how cool is that? I don't know who did that.
so some sort of cross post or
Yeah. I wonder if Leon did it. Because Leon did it a fair bit too. It's a sponsor thing. So he might have done it. Not sure. So, but yeah, I saw quite a few people that we see at Geek. So, which is cool. We usually catch up with quite a few of them. We're out and about, which is nice.
So it was worthwhile.
Yeah, it is.
Even though 4 days.
Yeah, I'll never do 4 days again. 4 days is too long. I do a lot of big events, but not like that. Stand there constantly.
Yeah.
And usually when we go to bigger event, like longer events, we've got much bigger site.
And you're outside Coles too, weren't you?
Yeah, between Coles and Reject Shop.
Yeah. So you get a lot of people that go past it just, you know.
Yeah, most people just walk past and you don't mind.
Yeah.
So most people come over and have a smell and you know, because the wind, especially Saturday, came in through the doorway and it was actually blowing all the smell from our site all the way down to Donut King. And people going, we can smell you from the coffee shop. I'm like, that's good. That's like
Good.
50, 60 metres away.
It's good advertising.
Everyone's following
Yeah,
their
from Nina.
noses in.
Ah, very
So,
nice.
yeah, it was good.
It's free advertising, really.
That's
Good.
it. Yeah, yep, it was
Yeah.
good. So, yeah, so now I just want to sleep for a week. It was good.
So is Matt there all 4 days as well?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
he'd be exhausted.
No.
No?
He,
Full of energy.
yeah, he bounced around, yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, you know, I was organised to pack up on time and Mark got there at 5 o'clock and I was like, you meant to be here at 4. And he's like, yeah, well, I've got to get sidetracked. Yeah, I was on time. I was ready to go home. I was ready to go at midday.
Okay, so heading back to command.
Yes.
Excellent. Everyone heads to command. You are ushered into the medical ward. Spend about 20 minutes there.
Chuck's not right my hurt.
Well, he is.
I
He's,
tried.
he's taken bludgeoning damage.
Yeah.
We've all taken bludgeoning damage, haven't we? So, 1 point healed.
Well, it's 4 for me.
Four.
You
Oh,
got
you.
cold.
you
I got really
cold.
cold for me.
Hypothermia.
Yeah, make sure you don't have hypothermia.
Get one of those blankets.
Yeah.
foil
Shiny.
The silver one.
Yeah.
Dr. Anastasia Garcia clears you for active duty. You get an urgent summons to go to the gate room. General Lawyer gestures you towards the blast window overlooking the Stargate as the gate operator announces, "Scheduled off-world activation." Grinning, the General explains, "You had quite the find underneath the base. I've called in the galaxy's foremost expert on the so-called ancients, so we can figure out how to stop the rumbling below our feet."
Come on,
As the iris opens, a human man walks across the event horizon. He has spiky brown hair that forms into a widow's peak, and he wears the forest green fatigues of the SGC. Notably, the patch on his right shoulder reads SG1.
Yeah.
He walks down the ramp while eating from a small bag of colourful mini marshmallows. "Folks, this is Jonas Quinn of SG1, General Lawyer says. "We are lucky to have his services for 7 days. We'll be forced to abandon the base unless we can discover the source of the earthquakes and stop them. I want you to provide, however, and whatever assistance Mr. Quinn requires." Okay. Entering the base, Jonas Quinn and the team, you're escorted by other airmen, rigged up rope ladders, and the fissure to access the ancient computer laboratory. Heading straight down there?
Basic
Do you
kit.
pick up anything else? WD-40?
I looked at that WD-40.
Yeah.
I don't
Some
know, extra batteries?
crystals.
Lights or something?
I feel like I probably shouldn't bring explosives down as much as I enjoy them.
Yeah.
I take them anyway. I take them as part of my basic kit
Yeah.
anyway.
Because you.
Just because if something collapses, we can blow it apart.
Yeah. Shape
You get it back out.
charges,
Yeah.
things like that.
Can I get a crowbar and like 2 big things of rope?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Inflatable lights.
Extra torches, extra batteries, lanterns, all that sort of
Maybe head torches.
stuff. And torches. take the handheld hurling device just in case
Can you get like grappling hooks? That might be useful.
on the ropes.
Rock, what's it?
Um,
Mittens.
Yeah, yeah. Like a rock climbing
hammers
kick.
and,
Yeah. Or one like that as well.
Yeah.
we'll take one set of scuba gear
Mm-hmm.
in case we need to dive down in that. So, because it could be that to repair whatever it is, we have to go.
Under. Yeah, it's
Can
true.
we get, you know, those, what's the word for like stuff you
the-
crack and then drop?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
The
Light sticks.
light
light
things.
sticks,
Light sticks.
yeah, some of those.
General law is like, if you need any extra equipment, we can bring it down to you. Just a radio call away.
If we want to investigate the water some more, is there a way to get like a...
The water's empty.
Okay.
It is okay.
Excellent ideas, but yes, it's empty.
That
We
sounds
had
great.
water in our first one.
There's swimming too.
The mysterious pit of water.
You could leave it for
Intriguing.
Claire to go swimming in when she gets back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a new swimming hole.
Yeah.
Well,
Exactly.
just tell her.
Underground.
Gyms into the swimming pool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just tell her that we think there's something down there.
Yeah, that's right. But we,
You have a quick side mission to do. Go to the one.
Or like drop something down there for her to find.
Yeah.
just leave a light stick down there. It's glowing. There's something glowing down there.
Depends if you find out what's doing these earthquakes. You might not be a base to come back to.
Yeah.
Okay.
Um, that tablet
Is
that we
a
found.
connection to the other base?
Yeah.
Even?
Well, that's what I was just thinking. That tablet that we found
Mm.
in the laboratory that wasn't broken. That was the one thing that wasn't broken. We
Yeah.
took back to read through because it had all of what's the name's research in it. Before we head off, can we have a look at that tablet and see if there was anything in there that talked about possible previous earthquakes or anything like that, or
Where was this, sorry?
the
You know,
tablet from
in the other
the
where the Gould sarcophagus was
Yeah, yeah.
up river.
Yep.
I'm just wondering if the two of them connected.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
no.
it went down underground.
From that
and
underground base. No, you couldn't find anything about the earthquakes from that place.
Okay.
No.
Not even like a mention of it.
No.
So it's
Okay.
possible that this is very recent.
Yeah. Something's changed.
Yeah. That we'll have to have. Is there any equipment that we can bring down with us? Oh yes, there is.
Inside.
That spectro analyzer that we got access to. Remember it? We used it.
Spectrometer.
Yeah,
Yeah,
spectrometer.
I know the one. Mm-hmm.
To analyze the scorch marks from the laser to try and
Oh.
determine how long ago that damage occurred. Because the room, you were here, weren't you?
Mm.
So, because I think that's critical.
I think also it might be good to have another look at it and see if we know what kind of like what could have caused it other than a laser, like what kind of implement.
Yep.
That makes sense.
'Cause it didn't look like a staff weapon or anything like that. It's
No.
definitely a laser.
Yeah. It was you and I. Well, I wasn't there, I guess. But you would have
We
recognized
would-
the staff weapon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So we'll take that sort of equipment so
Yep.
we can analyze that.
Because it was fairly precise. Yeah.
Very, yes.
And a portable power supply in case we need it to.
Tackle the generator.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Hey, Jonas. Nice to meet you. Let's go check out the lab.
Yes, let's head off immediately.
All right.
Cool.
Heading down?
Yeah.
Okay.
Going down to the lab.
Any questions for Jonas while you're walking, or just going to ignore him?
So no, ask what his background is in studying ancient languages, or the ancient language of the ancients.
Following the accident, on my homeworld, I defected to Earth. From there, I spent 3 months studying Dr. Jackson's notes, including those all on his on the ancients. You do know about Dr. Jackson, do you not?
Yes.
Many
That
a
guy
report
said
on
it.
him.
Cool.
Yes, I was there and witnessed the accident that led to his death or possible ascension from radiation poisoning.
Mm. And we've met Sam Carter. What else?
He's coming for you.
Yeah, I know. Very subtle, aren't you?
You can't do that.
All right, come on. Sit down. Come on. What else for him? Has he got everything he needs?
Ah, yes, I believe I do.
Has he seen anything like it before? Or heard about it before? Like the earthquake causing machines?
No, unfortunately not. Nothing else? Just going to look.
We're assuming that he can read ancient language.
Mostly, yes.
Mostly.
He's got like a photographic memory or something like that. He's gone through all that. So,
There's almost good as Rodney then.
How's Jack doing?
He's Jack.
Jack? You seem to have a lot of money lately.
A lot of money?
A lot of money? Does he seem to have a lot of money?
Not that I've noticed. I don't really pry into his outside life. See. I'll make sure to ask him about it when I see him next.
That'd be great.
Okay. You arrive at the laboratory. He walks around familiarizing himself with all the equipment. You know, I've always been fascinated with underground excavation. Gesturing at the flashing blue and red screens, he continues. It's clear that we're rapidly running out of time to fix the problem. Let's get started, shall we?
So, has he got a suggestion how we can help?
Yes.
What do you want us to do about it?
I believe a few of you may be able to assist me, but a few of you may be able to find some more information for me. So a couple of people can stay with Jonas and assist with his research on the ancient things, and a couple can actually head to the archive. He believes that there's too many cooks in the kitchen, and having spent time at the Ashurbanipal Strategic History Archive, the ASH Archive, suggests that the less tech-savvy of the team members spends time in the stacks to see if there's anything to be gleaned about the current situation.
Sounds like me.
It's me, I guess.
So where's that? Where's that location? That's not somewhere we've been, is it?
No, it is somewhere on base. It's a collection, basically, an archive
Yeah.
of books and things like that.
And just communicate.
And it's something you can upgrade as well.
it's where
Is that where me and Claire have been?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
You hang out at the library.
we've got a thought.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
never remember the name of the place.
Yeah.
It's basically the library.
So would it be
Okay. I
better
don't
to
think I've been
have?
to the library ever.
No,
Would it be better to have,
Sure, you're
Someone
on
like
the library.
Claire there?
Yes, I think it's probably a good idea.
or is she better off with?
That's totally up to you guys. So
I think
a
you
lot
should
of what
go
you're
on
doing
with it.
here needs engineering and science
Yeah.
checks.
Yeah.
I
so
really
Yeah.
like to stay
Yes.
with the machine personally.
Yeah.
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 Because you would do
Elsewhere, it's just investigation. So, or culture checks.
Well, see, I'm good with the culture stuff. Not good with engineering. What was the other one? Science, yeah. But culture, yeah, I'm good with that one.
What do you want, culture?
Yeah.
100.
Oh, sorry, +5.
So the three of us going to check out the library?
One person saying, three of you's going to the library. So
Well-
you don't have to go there. You've got 7 days to solve this, basically. So
Yeah.
you're there for 7 days, and it's going to take that long. He believes it's going to take that long, so you could go alternate days. You can
Yeah.
change up every day. So this is the first day.
Yeah.
What are you guys going to do?
All right.
I can say now I'm going to spend all 7 days with the machine.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm not
That's
leaving there.
probably-
I'm camping out there.
Um.
Gonna learn some ancient while you're at it.
Hopefully, but mostly I'm looking at.
And there is different feats and abilities that assist here as well. So if you've got the following, reading the ancient language. Has anyone got that? I don't think so.
No.
Hyper focus.
The heat shock.
Montage.
I could do like a athletics montage, but you know, working out at the gym montage.
Advanced technology is the last one. Any of them assist in different ways? I don't think anyone has those feats. Yeah. No.
Hyper focus. That's one of them. Is it? That's,
Mhm.
Yeah. See now, if Tara was here,
Yes, I do believe that's Claire's ability.
yeah, because she's got all the Eureka points
Yep.
to spare.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah, they're all her ones.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. So first day is getting started. Only one person is staying with the machine.
Well,
You're invited to stay
yeah.
with me.
Well,
Okay,
it's
so
just
I'll stay with you.
all
They're
right.
going
Well,
to the library. Can't leave you alone.
two of us are going to
This
the
deep
library.
dark
Yeah.
cave.
To the library, two to stay.
yeah,
Cool.
and we can change it.
All right. One staying. Give us a engineering or science check.
Cool. $14.
14.
13 besides.
13. Okay. So go out to the library. A crisp, preserving chill greets you as you enter the Ash archive. Rows of tall bookshelves rise 6 meters into the air, while librarians and other researchers move between the stacks in search of knowledge. Okay, so give us an investigation, science, engineering, or culture roll.
It's 11.
Unfortunately, do not find anything today. Okay, that's the first day done and dusted.
So what did you guys get up to? Did I miss something
TL5.
during the conversation? Suddenly we're just in the library.
I don't know.
Did you guys? What did they do?
They were with the machine.
Did they
You
do
guys were in the
anything?
library, yeah. So that was just the start of the day. You do the rolls. You still got to do everything for the day. That makes sense?
Really good at cleaning these crystals.
So what you've worked out that you have identified how to connect Jonas's laptop with the ancient supercomputer. That's what you did today.
Cool.
It's a USB. Ain't that good?
It looks like a USB.
VGA cable though.
Okay.
But you always put it in the wrong way.
What took the whole day, did it?
You guys found it out,
Wait.
yeah.
Which way?
Jonas is like, that was a long day. So what's good to eat around here?
Nothing.
Is there anything
Should
that's
take
actually
it to
good?
Haven.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They got some good food in Haven.
So you met back up with him. Like, what's in Haven? I've been told about Haven, but haven't been there.
We could take you to the tavern.
Yes.
What's in the tavern?
Darts
I'm
and
talking about food here. I'm not here to play.
well, there's food.
Can't we go to Unas and
No,
check
you
out
don't,
the
you don't really
building?
want to go out.
No,
It's
fish.
Goodness, I am very intrigued about this. What did they have?
Fish flavored stew.
We sort of called around a little bit.
That sounds good. Let's go to the Unis. That
It's,
sounds good for dinner.
No.
Only someone with a strong constitution wants to eat that sort of.
We'll take you to better food.
I'm willing to try new things. But...
All right, let's go there. Nice.
Oh, you take him to the Unis?
Yeah, why not?
Excellent. So you sit around the fire and have some boiled tuna shrimp with potatoes and onions.
Yeah,
No. Better than
And-
what I was serving the other day.
And what's her name? The lady that's the ambassador for the Unas and the old Turin.
Hmm.
Was it Palila?
Yep.
I've
Hello.
got advantage.
You got an advantage with her?
Yes.
So is she there as well?
Yes.
All right, so we'll introduce Jonas to her.
Okay.
And Jonas is probably, because the Unas is also near where the Jafar are,
Mm-hmm.
he might want to have a look at the ruins that are in the village there too, because maybe there's some writing on the ruins that's there that might help with deciphering the ancient language.
Okay. You just stop by there after dinner.
Yeah.
That's your plan. Don't find anything, but
That might be of interest to him.
yes. Okay, so you get a +2 on any roll that you do tomorrow for
Excellent.
suggesting the Una's food.
Cool.
Okay. Jonas insists that we get to early sleep because I think we're in for a long day tomorrow.
So we're just camping near. Like, it's closer to the village. So are we just staying at the village?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Cool. Check in on the brewery.
Yeah.
You got Ken.
Maybe that could be tomorrow.
Jonas has gone to bed. He's sleeping.
Yeah, tomorrow's visit.
Tomorrow's.
Yeah.
All right.
We'll take Jonas to the brewery. For dinner.
All right. Next day comes around. How are you dividing up? Same as yesterday, or?
Yeah, might as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want to do the same again?
Yeah, I'm +2. Too bad.
Okay. 24.
24.
Nat 1.
15.
15.
15.
15. That was the investigation, was it? Or
Culture.
culture?
Investigation, I guess. I don't have
Investigation.
copies in anything.
Okay, so
Some strength and stealth. It's
okay, so you identified how to connect Jonas's laptop with the ancient supercomputer yesterday. Today you actually connected it.
Actually, that's 17 because we had +2, isn't it?
yeah, you do. Yeah.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, so 17.
17, excellent. In the Ash archives, you actually discover a paper discusses how Tok'ra agents destroyed the home planet of the system Lord Velis by hijacking an explosive device that erupted across the face of the planet. Since Velis was known to be the Slavic god of volcanoes, might this be some kind of seismic device?
And cross-referencing with my Tok'ra knowledge and all that sort of stuff, and probably talking to Zelita if she's there. Can we discover anything more beyond that?
No, not really.
No,
It's about it.
that's a gold Lord Slavic.
Do I not know Slavic?
I'm sure you would, but there's nothing listed here.
Oh.
Did you want to know more about the Slavic god?
It matters, doesn't
No.
That'd be fine.
Slavic god of fire and blacksmithing was once interpreted as a sky god.
it? So no connection.
Yeah. Nothing.
Because you realise that falls almost squarely in Ulfric's heritage as well, because
Yeah.
he's from
Yeah.
the Norse Slavic mythos.
Yep.
So he'd know about
About
that.
too.
Maybe it'll give us advantage on the roll of following day.
And it does. It gives you a +5 bonus to any engineering checks that the other team's doing with this bonus knowledge.
Oh,
Cool.
Oh, I better radio that through.
All right, come to an end of the day again. It's like the Unis meal last night was quite delicious. What are we going to try tonight?
Have you ever tried a nice little liquor made from some orchids? Funky blue orchids.
Not much of a drinker myself. I had a few beers with Jack a few times, but not really to my
You
liking.
need to try this.
Or what's the one, mother's milk, that we picked up from that fairy planet?
Oh, look, the shrinking potion.
No, there was the one.
That one on with Park.
Yeah, it was like mother's milk, and we were
Yeah.
talking about like it
It
was.
gave you all the energy. And
Yeah, but it was like a meal in a glass.
Hmm.
Maybe he'd be interested in trying that.
Sure.
All right. You take him for some alcohol?
No,
Well,
well,
The mother's
we,
milk.
Yeah.
we drink the
Okay.
mother's
Mother's
milk, which
milk.
is not alcoholic, but it's the healing stuff.
Okay. Excellent. All right. Oh, now I remember in the desert.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, that's
the
it,
mother
yeah.
and that. Yep, now
Yeah,
I remember the
yeah.
mother's milk. Yeah, okay, excellent. Okay. You feed him some of that.
Because we got samples of just about everything that we've.
All right. Chuck gets a +2 for the recommendation
There you
tomorrow.
go.
All right. Next day, rocks around. Same division.
Yeah.
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 So you guys get +5.
Yeah.
To your
Yeah.
roll.
It's day 3 we're on now.
Oh. Yeah, 22 on science.
22.
Got 18, I think.
18. Okay.
Is that +5?
Well, because 6 plus 6 plus 5, so plus 11.
Lucky.
Lucky.
Yeah.
But Chuck's the one that actually works out that the ancient supercomputer is used to control the seismic activity.
I'm good at this stuff.
It's all written in ASCII.
Did you get a nat 20 or is it?
No, I've got a 17.
17.
+3.
Okay. Yep. All right. In the archives.
Yep.
It's another roll.
11.
20.
20.
Dirty 20.
Excellent. Okay, you do find a text about the eruption of Mount Vesuvius,
Vesuvius.
79 CE. Vesuvius?
Yeah.
79 CE. References to the Roman emperor's failure to timely repair certain special columns in the amphitheater of Pompeii. What made them special is unclear. Might they have been giant control crystals?
Mm.
You bought that information for another +5.
Yay. So that's something on our, oh, well, not on our home planet, but on his home planet.
Yeah.
So the mother's milk was quite interesting last night. What are we having tonight?
The Jafar.
Yeah, the Japan.
What was it that they made that time? It was something. Can you remember what it was? It was like a barbecue.
Yeah.
I think it's a Jafar barbecue might be interesting.
Okay, the Jafar, we'll have a couple of kicking
Come down and
basketball
see the
games.
Japan. We'll
And
put on a hangy for you.
Yeah, it was something like that. It was.
Okay. Thank you for the Jafar.
It meat based
Yeah.
with
Pitch the ground thing.
spicy meat based.
Yeah.
He's not a vegan, is he?
You better not be now.
I don't think he is. I hope not.
He
He doesn't say it in
He
here.
ate the tuna yesterday.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
he would be pescatarian.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah, and afterwards we'll show him how to play the Jafar
Basketball.
foot basketball.
Okay, that sounds good. So,
Basket foot. Our first adventure was
Gone
very
wrong.
colourful.
Gonrock gets the +2 for tomorrow. Okay. Next day comes around.
So you get
Same division.
+5 again.
Day 4.
Is that 20?
21.
Is that a nat 20 or?
No.
No?
It's an
Okay.
You still got better than me. I got a dirty 20.
So Chuck once again worked out. You learned how to operate the seismic controller regulating activity on the planet.
I'm so jealous.
What's happening at the archive?
Oh, that's not going to get very high. 12?
Unfortunately, you didn't find any information today.
Gunnarock was never known for reading.
No. What's this word?
Well, that was a good day.
Sort of.
What's the plan for tonight?
Came to the talk of it.
Yeah, but the Tok'ra, they were more into the winemaking.
Let's eat.
Well, it was
Yeah.
And he's a very
But, well,
valued.
we can
Yeah.
go. We can go to the tavern. We haven't been
Yeah,
there yet.
no,
Yeah.
so-
because that's run by the Topra,
well,
Maybe
it's
you-
run
Yeah.
by the humans.
Humans. They're actually serving hot dogs tonight for dinner.
Sounds-
Chicago style.
Oh,
Excellent. There
let's
you
go
go.
there.
Chicago style hot dogs. Yummy.
Now, as a +2 for yourself, you recommended the tavern. Okay. Next day comes around. Same dealio.
Yep.
Day 5.
11.
13.
Oh, jeez.
Beat
Unfortunately, did not succeed in anything today.
Mm.
How are we going to do with the archive?
13 plus. So that's I got +2.
Yep.
So 22.
22.
No.
It's that high. You've passed.
20.
Okay, a first-hand account about the eruption of Huaynaputina, 16th century Peru, suggests that the Spanish colonizers brought improper gifts to the state of gods of the land. Sorry, to sate the gods of the land. Might there be a different kind of control crystals? +5 engineering checks given tomorrow.
Different kind. So the control crystals that are in there, are they? Well, are there control crystals in the ancient technology there?
Yeah, control crystals are ancient.
Okay.
Hmm.
But are they similar to like the gate crystals?
Yeah, sort of. Same but different.
Okay.
Yeah.
So is that saying that maybe we need to use different crystals to repair it?
Sorry?
In what you were describing there?
Yeah.
Is it maybe that they use different crystals to
Yes,
repair it?
that's what it looks like.
Topra crystals?
Interesting. Okay, so you've actually solved the next one yourself, basically. Or one of them. You do believe you can jury rig different crystals, but where you find these crystals is the question.
Do we? Yeah. Well, now that we know that, can we narrow our search?
Basically, you believe there is nothing else you can find in the archive from here.
All right.
Come down to the machinery bit.
Yes. Well, have we got any Topra crystals?
Other than the
Sure.
tunneling crystals, that's about it.
Well, talking to Zelida, does she know where we could get some more?
Possibly.
Don't know how dumb
And
it
ex-
is, but could you jury rig 10 crystals into it?
It'd
As
be
a-
worthwhile trying.
Doing engineering and all that, you say no.
In the lab, our
Mhm.
secret lab, there were crystals there that powered the computers.
Yes.
Are they the same crystals as what's in here?
From what you can tell, it's a different sort of power source. It probably will not work. You have to find ancient ones. It doesn't matter if they're a different type of power source or anything, but
But they have to be
Certainly
ancient technology. So, should we go back to that planet with the replicators on it?
so if you're with Jonas right now, he's like,
Oh, that's right.
you're currently with Jonas, he's like, well, you've only got me for a few more days here. I think it's best if we study these more to
Maybe
try and work it out.
finish what we're working on and then go looking for crystals.
All right.
That,
Explore
gonna
the
leave.
cave. Some
Well, there's
more.
nothing else to go in the archives. At least we can try and help the
Yeah.
engineering roles.
Yeah.
Not that I'm
Well,
much-
Yeah.
You can explore the caves and see if there's another.
yeah. If we can stabilize it enough that it's not active actively shaking, we could be able to get like some more drilling machines down here and actually explore.
So, can I go and explore the caves more?
If you want.
So we're still on the same day
Hmm.
tonight. So we'll go and we'll do something with the machine. But tonight, I think we pay a visit to our black market friends and ask them if they've come across any ancient power crystals or if they can get their hands on
You
it.
got a lot of hope for the black market.
I
Oh,
do.
was gonna say that.
I do.
You're really struggling. All those drugs
I
there.
do. But hey, we might as well ask. And ask, you don't. Because you never know. They might go, oh, well, actually, under the bar here.
We have half a dozen. How many do you want?
You know what we should do? We should hook up.
Don't end your
Weckerwet's
sentence there.
ancient device to this.
Oh, not that yet. You know what that does yet.
I mean, we could find
Risky.
out.
They've been studying it now for how many weeks?
But it's got its power source.
That
That's
wasn't
got
a Chevron
description.
lock.
Yeah. But we don't even know what it does.
Maybe
Other
we
than it being
should
a power
That's a
source.
DHD.
maybe we should get Jonas to have a look at that tonight.
Okay.
Show him the ancient device.
Going back to the mess hall for dinner tonight,
Yes,
Jess.
mess hall for dinner.
Mess hall. Okay.
Ice cream and beer bread.
But we could radio the sergeant guy who makes the cakes to ask him to make a nice cake for James. So,
Okay.
So it won't be a total write-off.
Yeah.
It'll be a nice cake. All right. So so we're all in the machine room.
Yep.
Today.
Next day. Okay. Everyone's in the machine room. Give us a roll.
Did we get +5?
Everyone gets it. Yep. Because you got that extra piece of information.
Oh, 20.
And that 20?
I got a nat 20.
You got a nat 20?
I
So-
got a 29.
29?
Thanks.
17? Chuck, once again.
I
Discovered.
did really well done, Chuck.
So Chuck discovered multiple things. You discovered the control crystals are disintegrating due to age. This means that the seismic controller fails sporadically, causing the earthquakes on Phoenix Planet. You also located other control crystals that operated in an inert system. Fortuitously, these control crystals are in the ancient laboratory.
Cool.
The room that we're in.
So we found some ones to fix.
Some spares. Yeah.
Can we? How hard is it to swap them out?
That's something for tomorrow. You're going to have to try. So you're running out of time for the day.
We got some good ones, we got some bad
You can
ones.
try pushing through the night, but
I did pack duct tape.
Don't take
Yeah.
the gaffer tape. That fixes everything.
Jonah's like, we are on a roll. We could look at working through the night, but we might be fatigued for the rest of the time I'm here.
Yeah, it might not be good because I'll be minus to the roll.
Yeah, I think we should be smart and just sleep.
We don't want to tax him too much.
Back to the village for dinner.
All right, where are we headed?
Well, might have a talk to what's her name, Ashley Kelly, because she's the liaison to the Hope Initiative. See if we can get all the Hope people together and have some sort of big barbecue sort of thing to celebrate.
Surviving the earthquake.
Yeah, and the anniversary of our all coming together
Okay.
thing.
It's a party.
Party, basically, street party.
Excellent.
So will she? Because we've got advantage with her and her respect. If she can organise that, and that'll give Jonas, because this is his last
Yeah,
night, isn't it?
Absolutely. second last?
Second last night.
Second last night.
Yeah. Give him a taste of.
Pretty sure you got 2 days left. I hope you do.
Yeah. Yeah, it's 2 days.
Yep.
I think. Give him a taste of all the cultures together.
Okay.
Surreptitiously going around with a hip flask.
For doing that, you get a +4 tomorrow on one of your rolls.
Ooh, +4.
Yes, he quite enjoyed his night.
Excellent.
Okay, next day. Going to try and extract these crystals and use them. Give us a roll to try and do that. Chuck's on a roll with his science stuff lately.
So-
Come on, Chuck.
So should we just assist to give them advantage? Can we just assist to give them advantage? Or do we have to roll?
No,
as
you got to do your own.
well? All right, but
Yeah.
we get +4.
You get +4.
19.
Oh, I got 19 as. Oh, plus 3. So what's that? 22.
22. Excellent. Successfully find out they do not work.
Wrong crystal.
Going
So
around
you
the
extract
other
the
way?
control crystals
Plus-
from the
plus
inert
and
system.
minus.
These control
Moving
systems
backwards.
don't match those in the seismic controller.
Is
But-
there any way to jury
Jerry,
You think that it's a possibility? You're going to try that tomorrow.
on the last part.
I'm gonna tape the 2 crystals together. That's my plan.
What can we offer him tonight as his last night?
Okay, just a question. There is 5 species in Haven.
Yeah.
The Jafar, the Choker, the human, and the Unis. Who the hell is the 5th one? Because I can't remember.
Alturan?
Yeah. And we go visit the Alturan.
Yes.
But
was just
bear in
wondering.
mind,
I couldn't
they're the
get
ones
it
that
right.
look after the UNAS.
Yeah.
So,
It could be something cool again.
yeah,
He might like it. Because he liked the Unis one.
yeah. But, they're the advanced ones. So
Yeah.
maybe it's all just little tablets on a huge white plate.
This one has like chicken.
The everlasting gobstopper, perhaps they've perfected that.
What's the plan?
So we'll take him to the Alturan gourmet
I
buffet tablets on plates.
Okay. You get a +2 for that.
He might be interested in talking to them also about advanced
they're
technologies.
advanced, yeah.
Yes, I'm sure he took their ear off most of the night.
It's not pretend.
No. Okay, next day and the last day. It's the roll.
So who gets +2?
Gonrock? What's that?
Yeah,
Gonrock's
Gonrock.
So you can have it.
Very good. Okay. 26.
26.
There you go.
Yeah. I'm not going to get it.
Got
anyway.
it.
Chuck back. Okay, so you successfully jury rig a square peg into the round hole. However, Jonas's calculations predict that the replacement will fail within days.
Well, that's about days to give you under.
I mean, if it's stable, we can drill through rock.
But it might tax the.
If it's shaded
But-
enough.
But now that we know what we need,
If we know of a place that has the right kind of replacement crystals, we have time to get them.
And do you know where to get smaller crystals?
I mean, we haven't solved that
Well-
problem yet.
now that we know,
We could just keep jury rigging them forever.
Yeah, maybe.
how
Yeah,
many
you
how
know,
many
you go down
crystals are we able to jury rig? Only the one? Like, is there only one crystal
there.
that?
Do they need one at a time?
Are there any spare ones?
No, you jury rigged a lot of them.
Oh, okay. So now we know what sort of crystal that we need.
Mm-hmm.
Have we been anywhere where there've been those crystals?
No.
You haven't got crystal yet.
Was there anywhere else in the tunnels we were in? Were there any other parts?
No.
Okay.
All right.
We need
Do you
to
want to
go to the library.
Tell us where.
Yeah. So the burnt out crystals, can we take one of those?
Yes, absolutely. It's not connected anymore.
All right. So might
Then we have something the same.
go
Compare it
first.
to things,
Yeah, but stop. Well, go talk to the black market. Might not do anything. The guy at the the tavern that runs the black market. Remember, I spoke to him.
You going there now?
Well, we're not doing anything else, isn't it? the
Oh,
end of the day?
basically, it's near the end of the day. Yes.
So,
That he's about to leave. Like,
who Jonas
Yes.
is?
Is there anything else that Jonas can tell us?
no. But he's been basically called to the gate room now.
Has,
So
has Jonas ever seen these crystals anywhere else in his travels?
no.
Well, after Jonas is gone, then go and see the guy at black market.
If you want, but yeah, okay. So, head to the gate room.
Mm-hmm.
Jonas is gone there. It's like, it's been a pleasure working with you all, making me feel a part of your team. Even though my stay on Phoenix site has been short, yeah, it was good. It's inspiring to see what you've done here, what you've done together under the Phoenix Alliance. It really gives me hope for our future.
Welcome back anytime.
So each team member is granted one free reroll that can be used in a later adventure.
Ooh.
You get that from actually treating him like a team member and taking him to places and things. So it's good. So keep that tracked.
Can we just say to him, if he runs into Senator Robert Kinsey, can you kick him in the shins?
I am sure I'll pass on that message. Probably Jack will oblige as well. Okay, so you gathered in the gate room to see Jonas Quinn off. Just as the last chevron locks into place to the SGGC, the base rumbles slightly. Personnel look at one another, waiting for additional tremors, but smile as nothing further happens. Jonas says, I was worried there for a moment. Till next time, Phoenix site. He says with a nonchalant salute as he steps through the Stargate. No more than a second after the event horizon dissipates, the base klaxons blare. Major Bell runs into the gate room. An area outside of Haven has been hit by an earthquake, with incoming wounded, and there are reports of a possible fault line opening up underneath the Tretonoan research facility.
Oh, that's our secret
Mm.
hideaway.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What if
Okay.
there's multiple machines?
Yeah.
Did wonder if they'll connect the other base is connected somehow.
All right.
Yeah. Well, you'd think there'd be more than one of these control things.
With that, General Lawyer comes into the gate room. No time. We're sending you off-world immediately. We cannot wait for these tremors to take the base completely. We've already sent a MALP. DHD is operational, but we found no signs of extant sentient life. The MALP drove towards a cave entrance at the base of a nearby... can't remember how this was pronounced. I looked it up. B-U-T-T-E. Butte.
Oh, yeah, but, yeah, it's like, yeah.
Yeah, towards the cave entrance as the base of the nearby, but it was stopped in its tracks by an unknown, unseen force. And the Stargate starts dialing while he's talking.
Which planet
Why
are we going to?
Why are you sending us there for?
We believe there's crystals present. We have found these at this site address at another site you have visited previously.
Oh, it was in the
Read.
DHD.
In the abandoned Tokra base that you found.
Oh.
As the final chevron locks. And the Stargate activates. Godspeed, team.
So we got our standard gear?
Yep.
Alright,
Let's roll.
let's go.
With that, they hand you another bag on the way out, which also contains a translator, research kit, another engineering kit, and a personal computer. A tablet.
Sweet.
Okay. Final chevron
Flying
locks.
zip through the-
Passing into the
Where
event
they're
horizon, you are hurled through the galaxy, popping out from the other side and walking down a gentle incline. Red-hued sand ripples across the hilly landscape. The air carries a touch of chill as this undiscovered planet's sun sets over a distant mountain range. A clean, earthly scent fills your nostrils, with the occasional gentle gust of wind. Beyond the DHD is the MALP, and about 200 meters beyond that is the cave entrance underneath a singular flat-topped butte. The only object of interest in this barren world. What do you do?
Strange. Check the DHD.
Check the DHD. It is in perfectly working order, as the mouth reported.
Check, well, the standard. Check the DHD. I'll check for tracks.
No tracks.
No tracks.
Can I check them now?
Absolutely. Give us an engineering check.
And 19.
There is an energy signature emanating from the cave entrance in the cave area. That is what stopped the mount. It looks like it's a force shield that is stopping the mount, and it cannot move any further into it.
But it's not
It's
broken in any
it's
way.
stopping the electronics, so
Chuck walks up. Can he stick his hand through?
Yes, it does not stop you at all.
just
Any electronics.
Hopefully it doesn't fry our personal computer. The
Well,
one we just got.
Power it down.
Yeah.
Down. Let's walk up to the entrance to the cave.
Okay. Everyone walks up to it.
Keeping a lookout. on the
Give us a
ridge above.
perception look as well. Yeah.
19 on the dice.
19. Okay. You don't see
That's
anything on the ridge.
22.
While looking around, you discover a long curved piece of metal in the sand. It's about 1 meter long, the shape of a crescent. The inside is grey, but the outside is a deep blue with score marks on it.
Like electrical burn, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Is there anything else nearby?
No, nothing.
Chuck picks it up and walks around like it's a sword.
You can do that, yep.
And is it the same sort of metal that the door was made out of?
Which door?
In the like the titanium sort of alloy, in the the doorway that we had to prise open. So that
Oh,
sort
back
of-
there, no. No, I mean, give us an engineering check if you want to know the type of metal. Looking at the...
Yeah.
15.
No, you're not too sure what it is.
Can I do a science check on it?
Absolutely.
That's 60.
Yeah, you know you're not too sure. Okay, what are you doing?
Well, we'll take it with us.
Yeah, keep touching it.
Yep. Putting your backpack. Okay, walking in to the cave. Once inside, you find it remarkably similar to the Phoenix base hallways. There is a tunnel that leads straight forward 50 meters and opens to a large, mostly empty rectangular room with a high ceiling. An ancient control table is in the center. This room could be mistaken for the Phoenix's gate room, albeit on the wrong floor level and without the trappings of the US Air Force compound, such as blast shields and a fondness for concrete reinforcement. Each of the three other walls has its own tunnel that is obstructed by a heavy stone block. What do you do?
So like a door, stone door.
unarmed people.
So there's a control panel.
Yes,
Can I have a look at the control panel?
absolutely. It's an engineering check.
19.
19, okay. A thin, precise laser was used to cut into the control table. Table. It's meant to say tablet, I think. Control table? Yeah, control table, okay. Control table is, you believe it's a bit damaged, but it can be repaired. The table is still able to display a holographic map of the base. The map indicates the supercomputer is at the lowest level of the base, similar to its location on the Phoenix base, but it appears that all routes are blocked off. It also offers information about probes infiltrating the base thousands of years ago, which time security measures were activated to use other functions to control the table. No, sorry, not meant to know that.
So these probes,
Mm.
they weren't replicators by chance, were they?
Not from what you can see on the information displayed.
Does it have a picture of what these probes look like?
No.
It just mentions probes.
Aliens like probing.
Can I do like a perception check for any other tracks or anything like that?
Yes, but you find nothing.
Can I check out the doors? Door to the left.
Yep, it's a big stone door.
Stone door. No chance of moving it. No.
Okay.
You
handle
don't
or
think so by looking at
So
it?
you need
No.
to fix it first.
I think so.
And
No, nothing.
yeah, because that's the only way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do we have any idea how long it would take to?
Not long. You think you could fix it in an hour?
Okay. Probably camp out for an hour.
Do we need any parts from the melt to do it?
Give us engineering roll.
Maybe.
I think you should try.
Yeah, I'll have a go.
You don't know what you're doing.
No, I don't know either. What's that? It's an 8, I think.
How's Chuck going to go with engineering today?
Engineering or science? Can I use
It's
the
got to be
science?
engineering.
I'm a 12 on engineering.
Okay.
So we're all screwed. We're sitting around for an hour looking at
All right. With the 12, you believe it can be fixed without any extra parts. You just have to rewire a few things that have been cut.
So we have 2 engineering kits.
So let's fix it.
Excellent.
Does it use the standard crystals or does it
It
use...
uses no crystals, as you
Okay.
can see. Okay. Takes you about an hour or so. You successfully repaired the table. 3 holographic screens appear above its surface. Each screen is a different color: blue, yellow, and purple. Each display 2 phrases of ancient text scrolling over and over. No one reads ancient? No.
Yeah,
Well-
well, translator. We
Yeah,
have
Yeah,
a
you got
you
the
do.
translator.
Yeah, we
Yep.
do.
Going to open it up and use it?
Yep.
Yeah.
And given the fact that we've been studying ancient for the last week, we should have a bit of
Yeah, we picked up a little
ideas.
Well, you guys have picked up a bit. I've just been sitting before.
A bit.
There'd be certain words that we recognise.
Okay, so the main saying that you can see across the screen, it says, "Prove thyself worthy." The blue screen states elements or minerals. The yellow screen states spirit or soul. The purple screen states detect or scan.
Do each of these screens correlate with one of the doors?
Yes.
So the detect and scan, is that the door that we came in?
No.
So
There is
what-
3 different paths out at the moment.
But
And the holographic screens are in front of the door at the pathways, basically.
okay,
You see lining them
so
up.
there's 3.
Yes.
Right.
Using the personal computer, can we copy it? Is there any way to copy like the map of the facility?
Yes, let's just say you have. You've written it down in your book.
Yeah.
Or you take a picture.
Yeah.
Now, the tunnel that leads into the room is on the north. The blue path is on the east wall. The yellow is the south, and the purple is the west wall.
And the yellow is spirit
Yeah.
soul.
And yes. You also know the control panel only has enough power to open one of these doors.
What if we use power from the melt? Like we've
Probably
done
can't get it
before.
through the shield.
Is it one?
Or we could bring
Um,
the power supply in.
Is it only opening one door at a time or one door full stop?
One door, full stop.
Because remember how we used the power supply from the melt to help us jerry rig to be able to
DHD.
dial the DHD, yeah. Would we be able to do that with the table?
Possibly, you think so? Yeah, you'd have to give us an engineering roll.
There's no point opening a blue door. if it
You wanna do
goes
that?
dead end.
To see whether or not the power source from the melt will give us the ability to open other doors.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Okay, you believe it will probably overload the circuits.
Not a great idea.
It's an incompatible power type, basically.
What about some WD-40 on there?
Or my tape.
Yeah.
My engineering
Yeah.
tape.
Well, that'll shield it.
Vinegar
Yeah,
and
because
some
it's
potatoes.
like, yeah.
All right. Well, which door?
Is there, yeah.
It's prove yourself worthy.
Yeah.
Which
And
one?
then you've got to pick a door.
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha.
So
Well, haven't we proven ourselves worthy by deciphering the language? Maybe.
if we go through the yellow doors, spirit soul, I think it was.
Spirit soul.
So I think it's
Does-
elements or minerals is blue.
Yes.
Spirit cells yellow.
Yeah.
Detect scans purple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know which one fits proving as the worthy one. other than soul, your spirit.
Yeah, the ancients are all about trying to ascend and stuff like that. So I'm thinking yellow. But if we look at the map, does the yellow door get us to a path that would go down to the
That's
basement where the supercomputer is?
Can we see on the holographic map which
Um,
door is worth going through?
Or even comparing it to ours,
Yeah.
which door would
Mm.
be the right one, the correct one. And the supercomputer in the Gold lab was on the bottom level too.
Mm.
None of them. Looking at the map, none of them go there.
So where do they go?
It's a different rooms. Looks like a dead end.
Does the map tell us any way that we could get?
Yes, and they're all closed off.
The doors go somewhere that's not the computer.
I think sounds like the safeguard mechanism for this area is to turn it into this in a way that maybe it can only be reset by someone or essentially assumedly. I think we just have to choose a door.
So there's nothing else?
Nothing.
Nothing inscribed on the walls?
Nothing whatsoever.
Nothing. Now,
There's no way to open the doors except with the table. Like Chuck couldn't just drawn it open.
No. I'll check them out. They're solid.
Mm.
So I vote we press yellow button, yellow door, spirit soul.
did we want to call Jonas? See if he had any idea?
Can we call back to Earth? We'd have to go back, dial the gate.
Yeah, delegate and I mean, yeah. Oh well, I'm open to anything. If you want to do the yellow door,
The yellow panel.
panel.
Anyone object to the yellow panel?
I don't object, but I do want to know what's in all.
Yes.
What was the metal
So it's elements or
Elements.
minerals.
elements and minerals?
Just the blue door.
Love to see what rocks are in there, and detect or scan is the other, which sounds like there's a cool machine in there.
Yeah.
But your argument for the yellow room is also compelling.
Although the mineral one that might be
Related to earthquakes,
or
Or
the
crystals.
crystals.
crystals, true. But it also sounds like we somehow need to get to the supercomputer.
Mm.
I reckon the yellow button just opens all the doors.
But I also think it's kind of arbitrary. We may just need to choose.
Yeah. Well, we don't have any other clues.
Mm. This is just a choice of 3.
Yeah. All right, let's do the yellow then.
Okay, yellow door.
Yellow door. Okay. You hear a rumble as the stone goes off to one side. You take the yellow corridor. Yellow path. As you wander down the corridor that would lead to the mess hall on Phoenix Base, you find a circular room with 3 rows of seats, all facing each other, like small arena benches. Along the walls are 4 statuettes. Perhaps the ancients protected their work with a puzzle before abandoning the space. Maybe. What do you do?
So the
There's
statues,
a statue.
are they humanoid?
You having a look at the statuettes?
Yes.
There are 4 of them in alcoves along the wall. All are in the lotus meditation position. None of their faces show much characterization or detail, but you can tell one is a Nox, one is an Ancient, one is an Asgard, and the final one assumed to be a Furling, but due to water dripping on it long ago, the details have eroded away.
Okay. So Nox, the
There's
Asgard.
nothing particular about them. No secret levers, buttons.
Depends, are you going to pick them up and move them, or are you just going to look at them?
And there's three benches
big are
facing
they?
each other. Did you say?
How big are they? We pick them up and move them.
Yeah, not that big.
So they're
Fine.
not
I'm gonna
attached,
go-
but they can be picked up.
Are you going to try and pick them up?
Yes, I'd like to pick up the Nox one.
Excellent. You can pick it up. Cool.
It's on the paper.
Nothing happens.
Nothing happens. What do you do with
Should
the
we
picked up
try and
statue?
Pick up all of them?
Pick up all of them and move
And
them.
put them on the benches facing each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Well,
As
we've
if-
got
No,
four
there's four
statues
statues
and
and
three
three
benches.
tables.
4 statues and
Yeah,
3.
three benches, yeah.
So we need to leave one behind.
Hang on.
Is that
Let
right?
me check that. You find a circular room with 3 rows of seats all
Three
facing
rows.
each other, like small arena benches.
It's really confusing. too.
So is it like a coliseum?
Yeah. They're all just facing each other, basically. So
So this is
there's not
like
3
a-
spots. There's plenty of spots. There's
So-
plenty of seats.
So this is like a philosophical discussion room,
Yeah.
perhaps.
What if it's like one of them's on the ground showing the
Speaking.
others speaking, and the
Yeah.
other 3 are listening on the benches?
Mm.
We could try it.
Who's lecturing?
The ancient.
Ancient, yeah.
Ancient, yeah.
Put the ancient in the
Teaching the
middle.
other races about their history and stuff.
Actually, wait. You said there was water dripping. Can we see where the water's dripping from?
Oh, it's only very rarely that the water's dripping.
But is there any?
I'm right directly above it.
Okay.
Just looks like it's eroded through the wall.
Thought that could have been a hint, but
Might still be.
Putting them on the seats.
Yep.
Yeah.
So put the ancient in the middle.
Excellent. As soon as you do, you notice that there is a 1 centimeter diameter in the shape of a square on the bottom of this thing, and on the chair there's a hole that it can go into.
Okay. Oh, for each one.
Mm.
So it's like a plug sort of
Yeah.
thing. All right. But the ancient one doesn't have the plug.
Oh, they all do.
Okay.
is
but
there any
is there
spot
a
on the floor?
spot on the
No,
floor?
no, just in the seats
So there's 4. We find 4
with
holes.
holes.
All right.
Yep.
Okay, so we put them all in a hole.
Okay. As soon as you do, you first one you place, the circle on the floor lights up in a soothing yellow light that travels the line the statuette was set on, all the way up to the ceiling. The center of the floor lifts 15 centimeters as you add each statuette.
Cool.
Is
And
it
they all glow yellow?
so as it's coming up? Can we see? Like, is it?
It's,
a
now the
hollow?
altar is now at a height of 60 centimeters. It is not hollow.
Can we, I don't know, turn the statues?
No.
So
Only sit one
so it's
direction.
just like a platform.
Yes.
And jump up on top of it.
Yep.
And stand there.
Okay. Nothing happens.
The Almighty receiving? Or...
You never know.
Okay, there's nothing, no inscriptions, no writing, no nothing on the.
And any
Altar?
any buttons or
Nothing.
Would it make a difference if we moved them around?
Get in the lotus position on top of this thing.
yeah?
Nothing happens.
Oh. What if we all sit on the benches in the left position?
Yeah.
We're all joining in.
You're all doing that?
Let's do that.
Everyone roll an insight.
Inside. That's wisdom. 17.
4.
15.
21.
21. Chuck, you reach a sense of calm your mind has never attained before. The light on the floor travels towards you and envelops you. The remaining portion of the altar rises. A panel opens in the top and disgorges a small vial containing a yellow fluid. You have a
I'll drink
sense this chamber has assisted you to find a profound feeling of peace, that you are inexplicably linked to the vial.
Ooh.
Yellow is such
Okay.
a bad colour. That's seriously what to be.
What do you do?
Go grab the bar.
Excellent.
Um,
You're not drinking it, are you?
Can we
Thank
do
you,
like a
Mark.
science
Before.
test on it?
yes.
Yes, you can test it. It does open easily, and you can test the liquid, but the results are inconclusive. You don't know what it is.
But nothing's opened up in here. But we've solved the puzzle.
One potion makes you small. The other one
Doesn't do
Yeah.
anything
Is
at
there
all.
like a little cake around?
Yeah,
No.
Yeah. Um,
With that, down the hallway that you came through previously, flashing yellow lights light up one by one all the way to the end of the hallway
Cool.
and start again.
like it's
Follow the yellow lights.
leading us in a direction.
Possibly.
Follow the yellow light.
All right, let's follow the lights.
Okay. They
Ooh,
lead you
shiny
back
lights.
to the main control table. Right. Walking back to the center chamber where you began, you see the control table display a word in ancient. Complete. Suddenly, a blinding light envelops you. When your eyesight returns, you are keenly aware that you have been transported to a different chamber within the base. A hallway down the hallway, you see a door that looks like the one that led into the ancient supercomputer control room you discovered on Phoenix Planet. Between you and the door is a checkered pattern of 15 squares that glow in alternating blues, reds, and greens on the floor. Crumpled on the square near you is a destroyed machine. The square underneath it is a solid red colour, with an occasional arc of electricity.
On the red ones. Can we throw something onto the blue one? Or blue square to see if it destroys you.
She's got what,
Yeah.
a 20-foot pole.
Hang on.
I've got a 1 meter metal stick.
There is electricity.
But
Chuck's in Latin now.
but it's a crescent shape, so we can touch two squares at the same time and short it out.
Now you know what we can do? I bought tape, electrical tape. We could make a
Got
little handle for
insulated
you.
handle, yeah.
Where's this
Mhm.
one?
I don't have any plan beyond that.
But because it is curved,
Yeah.
so it can touch two at the same time. So maybe we can use it to short itself out. So, what?
That's what you see in front of you.
Yeah, but what's
That's
what
where
have
the
you
drone
written?
is.
Oh, that's the drone.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Those is it ancient or is it Greek? The lettering
There's an epsilon there.
is it Greek?
Is it?
The drone.
Cultural.
Yes.
That's 12.
Yes, it's Greek.
Ah,
Sigma.
Ancient
delta.
Rome. Yep.
would you be able to use? Yeah, you might have Greek in your repertoire of languages, having studied medicine.
Theta.
Wood Popolopoulos, yes. The real name.
I think Sigma's the E.
Yeah.
Is it delta the width P?
Why don't you fire up our personal computer?
We have a translator actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You do.
Yes.
Can we-
Excellent.
Can we
Okay.
translate it? Yes.
So what you're translating is from right to left down the bottom is 1, 2, 3. Then goes up a row, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
What number? So that's 4. Number 4 has got the drone.
Correct. And it's currently lit up red.
Because it's been set off.
What other squares are red?
None.
Oh.
They're all yellow, blue, and red, or not
No,
red.
blue, red, and green.
Blue, red, and green.
Blue, red,
But there's no other red lights. There's no other red squares.
No, let me reread that just in case. Where was it? Wish they'd have it with the text.
That would mean the
Okay.
windows.
Always supercomputer. Between you and the door is a checkered pattern of 15 squares that glow in alternating blues, reds, and greens on the floor. So it's swapping all the time.
Oh.
It's not staying put.
Okay.
Crumpled on a square near you is a destroyed machine. Their square underneath it is a solid red.
Okay, so it's not changed.
With an occasional arc of electricity coming out of it.
And what sort of machine is it? Is it one of these drones?
It does look like a drone.
Have we seen a machine like this before?
No.
If we dragged it off the square, is there any chance I could repair
Still got the rope with the grappling hook?
Yeah, I've got my ropes and crowbars.
You don't believe you'll be able to repair it. Looking at it, it looks pretty bad, but it looks like you may be able to access it and see its memory banks, possibly. So
Let's do that.
just by looking at it from where you're positioned at the moment.
So
Still
use a
using grappling
grappling hook and rope.
Okay.
Scrape it in.
Give us a dexterity roll to try and get it. Have got any left?
Who's doing it?
Yes. No. You can do it too.
No, you got it.
19.
19. Excellent. You successfully grab hold of it. And you take some damage, though.
it? Even with
Through the
insulated
rope?
electricity?
Yeah. You don't take any damage, but you do feel a tingle come through it. Alright. You pull it all the way back. What do you do with it?
Give it to her.
Yeah.
So pulling it back over the
Yeah, over the number
tile.
3 square.
Yes, good point.
Oh, over the
It
number
did
1 square.
go
You can have the
green
number
while
one.
you're dragging it across it.
Oh, okay.
It went green.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we should
So, one.
tie it to the rope, throw it onto
Let's-
and just
I
drag
mean,
it.
after she looks at the
Yeah.
memory, we can see and drop it on a different square. See what happens.
I also wonder if we need something like complex like a machine, or if we could drop anything on it, because we could still use the big stick or the grappling hook, which might be easier than throwing a drone.
Would you want me to just throw the grappling hook?
But first, let's
In and see where it lands.
Yeah.
First, I do want to
Yeah.
access the memory bank.
Do that.
23. Engineering.
23?
Yeah.
Okay, the top of the probe has a panel. Inside is where its sensors, laser cutting tool, and tractor beam, storage bin are located. The probe has an auto-destruct feature, which was disabled due to it being electrocuted. You attached wires to the probe to access its memory until unit via your laptop, your tablet. You learn that thousands of years ago, a dozen probes were dropped from a ship in orbit. Their mission was to gather ancient technology, then use the DHD to return. There are no additional indications of who the Tomb Raiders were or are.
But it had a small laser.
Yes,
Is there any way to extract the small laser?
sure. It's very damaged, but yes.
But it looks like the
Might
kind
be able
of
to
thing that
repair
could
it.
have done
Yes,
the
it
panel.
looks like it was quite a precise laser.
Okay.
Okay. When you say storage banks in like a computer way, or a
Yes.
physical way, yeah.
So can we copy that onto our tablet?
100%.
Yeah. So
If we find more clues about who did it, then yeah.
Can I use the pole to hit some odd numbers?
Yeah,
Start with just 135. I've got it wrapped with gaffer tape on my hand so it's insulated.
they all turn green.
Do you want to keep checking all the odd numbers?
Yep, I will step out onto number 5.
Yep.
And do the same
Constant green.
for the next odd numbers.
So which ones?
7, 9, and 11.
11, 13.
At 7 and 11 are green, red for 9.
Wait, is it prime numbers?
Well, if it's Greek, then it probably will be concentrating on the prime numbers.
Because all the odds except 9
So
for green, and 9's not a prime number.
so
Other
13's
13's fine, 11's fine, 15 isn't.
15's. So 17. How high do we go?
15.
It just goes up to 15.
13, 14, 15's the last row.
Okay, so I'm going to touch. Well, 15 is the last row.
So,
So 13.
13 turns green.
Yep.
And
Step on
that's the
13.
end of the passageway, so.
So we
So-
follow sitting on prime numbers.
Yeah, 10 to 9, we're doing all right. Okay. So you worked out which numbers? You're all going across?
Yep.
Yeah.
Clicking on the green ones? Okay. As you approach...
what's at the end of the room?
Okay.
The door?
Computer.
Your door, which opens as soon as you click on number 13. So as you approach, the door opens, almost beckoning you. Now inside the supercomputer room, just a few steps away from completing your mission, your heart sinks as you see a landslide of rocks in the middle of the room. A thin layer of a peculiar fog hugs your ankles. The crystal components you need to save Phoenix Base are trapped on the other side. What do you do?
Of the fog.
Can
Of the
we-
landslide.
Landslide.
Can we investigate
okay.
the fog?
The fog is on the floor around you. How are you investigating it?
I'm not a scientist.
Can I do a science on it?
Well, hang on. Oh yeah, no, you and I are okay.
Yeah. But can I do a science on it?
Yeah, don't you go in.
You can if you want.
No.
Basically, you can tell it doesn't look natural, but you can't
but
tell
I'll be
anything
fine
more from
too.
it.
Yeah, you're fine as well.
If it's
you're
on-
hot.
Poison.
I don't know if it helps, but if it's on the floor, it has to be denser than normal air.
Mm.
Is it like when we step into it,
Is there any weird?
do we feel?
Not at all. No.
Oh, okay.
It just seems very thick. You can't even see your feet. Even if you move through it, it does not move as such. It's just
There's
very
something in
thick.
it. There's something crawling around in it.
Probably.
Probably.
So this landslide, is it preventing us from getting to the computer?
Yes.
Okay.
But it looks like it'll take days, if not weeks, to get through how much rubble's in the way.
If I put just a drop of the yellow liquid out onto the floor or the thing, does it do
Nothing
anything?
happens.
No other exits from the room?
No other exits, no.
Could we blast through the rock, through the rubble?
No. It'll take days to even blast through it.
Is there anywhere that it looks like the fog is emanating from?
No, it's all across the floor completely.
We drop like a light stick in it.
You can't even see the light stick, it's that thick.
Read about them.
Thing is, we were teleported,
We were teleported here.
so
We don't have an exit. No.
we
Reroll characters.
Well,
Can't get out.
And we all die. In next week's episode, we have new Steve.
finally get to level 5.
And he kills us off.
We meet Phoenix team.
So, all right. Does it cover the entire floor?
Entire floor.
Is there any panels on the walls?
And nothing you can interact with, no.
Is there, say, at the bottom of the wall, a grate or anything where this fog has come in from?
No. The edges of the wall you can see.
Okay.
Okay. So, is it like a hollow in the middle of the room?
No, not really. It's pretty flat.
Can I get on my hands and knees and
Absolutely.
myself-
Give us an investigation roll.
And with the door open,
You find nothing in the fog.
you'd have to move down into
Oh,
It's just in this room only. Crack finds nothing.
5.
15.
15. Excellent. You find a skull that is jade in colour and glass.
Played on Dr. Indiana Jones.
But
As soon as you pick it up, whatever you base it at, it goes see-through. It goes out of phase.
The wall. Can you scan around the walls and see if there's a passageway somewhere?
Yeah.
What you notice that it's actually attached underneath the skull as well. Wires lead underneath the wall of rocks attached to the
Ooh.
skull.
Is it? It's made of glass
Jay.
or jade.
Jade.
Okay.
See-through sort of. Yeah.
So can we
Okay.
dig through the rock a bit and try and get whatever's.
Or
Yep.
can you? If,
Not really, no.
pointed at the
Pointed at the rock. Does that
the
mean?
rubble.
Can anyone like go through?
Go through it?
Yes. You can definitely try. Someone try.
Chuckle trap.
Well, can you when you look with
Oh,
the
the
skull?
fog dissipated too as soon as you picked up the skull.
Okay.
Okay. So using the skull, follow the wires.
Goes
Okay.
back underneath the rocks and you can see it connected to the supercomputer on the other side.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
pointing it in that direction.
Actually, before we go full blast, should we try it on like a small body part?
Or
to
just
see-
put your hands through.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
to
sure.
See what happens.
Who's doing
Chuck's doing it.
it? Excellent. You just go out of phase.
Just go out of phase.
Yeah.
This is cool.
This.
I feel
What
like
happens if someone
I can
else
do
tries?
this.
Actually, no. Then you'd also be in the thing. Yeah.
Okay. Can I hold it so then you can go through because you're the engineer?
Do we send a test subject?
Chuck,
Well, I'll.
and Chuck just walks straight
Okay.
through up
Oh,
to the computer.
I was
Excellent.
going to say in case
You walk
there's gas in the room or something like
You
that.
see walls lined with screens with scrolling green and blue text that you recognize as ancient, even if you can't read the primordial tongue.
Hey guys, this is cool. You should come over,
The
Chuck.
room is
I'm going
clear on
for
the
it.
other side, so there's the rock slide in between, and it's empty on the other side with the supercomputer.
Look,
Okay.
we could probably like leave it angled in a way that all of us can see.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Definitely try
So
that.
Are you sure?
Oh.
Because in case it falls over and we get stuck there.
The room is at a dead
Sure.
end where
Yeah.
I am in the computer room.
Okay,
Maybe
I will stay on the outside just so I can
Okay.
get the door open for
Good
you.
idea.
Yeah.
I will go through though.
Because the engineers like have to go through.
Okay, what's you doing? You're holding onto it?
I'm holding on to
You're
that,
holding onto it?
so then they can go through.
Okay,
I'm going through.
everyone else going through. All
And
right.
then I'm like,
Translator on the ancients.
It's
Okay.
got to
Yeah,
go to the
get
toilet. Put it down facing the wrong way.
Since you did so well with the other crystals, you know exactly which control crystals you need to extract. No skill check is required. It's really easy. You just basically take them out.
But in doing that, what happens to the supercomputer? And what is the supercomputer doing on this planet?
Yeah,
Maybe see if we can find that
Mm.
out before you remove the crystals.
yeah.
Would removing the crystals
Yes.
make the computer shut down?
Yes.
Okay. Maybe.
Can you tell what the computer's doing here?
Yeah.
Using it.
Exactly the same as on your planet. It is keeping the earthquakes in check.
But
This is a
But this is
desolate
a desolate.
nowhere.
Yeah.
We need the crystals to save our base.
Does
Yeah.
it have? Yeah.
America
I was going to
needs-
say, before you take them out, can we download to our tablet all the information on this computer?
Is there enough room?
Yeah, you believe it will take days to extract all the information that's on there, and you don't have the space
What
to
about
store it.
information on, on how it works to?
Yep, all that information is on your own supercomputer.
Do we know if it has, basically the same information as our supercomputer?
Yes.
Can we at least download maybe the like memory logs?
The memory logs in regards to this planet, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because I think that's the only real difference it will have
Mm.
compared to ours.
Mm.
Oh, and anything about these probes?
Yes.
Does it have logs about this ship?
It
In
has
orbit?
logs about it that you read at the start when you came in. They came here thousands of years ago. They activated defense systems and killed them.
But nothing else.
Nothing else.
No images or
No,
descriptions.
all text.
Um,
But we do have a damage probe that will take it up.
all right.
Yeah, let's grab the crystals.
All right, you take the crystals out. Okay, you hear a purring noise that can be heard from the supercomputer. Tremors begin throughout the base, gaining in strength.
How do you transport those?
Well, we did have.
Base the
Does,
shifting thing.
What do you
does
do?
it have to remain plugged in, the crystal to work?
It might not work once.
Well, yeah.
It's still
It's a-
functioning, and the supercomputer is flashing lights and starting to look like it's dying.
Can I
What do
see
you do? So,
if we can disconnect the crystal and it would work?
so you've all come out to the other side now?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. You can definitely try to disconnect the jade crystal skull.
Do I know if it would still work?
It's an engineering or sleight of hand. I'm
Well,
not too
the
sure.
place is going to come down around our ears, so you might as well take it.
Mm.
And let's just hope when we get to back to the end
Make
of
all
the
of us
corridor,
try.
we get teleported back.
We're rolling for a big yes, see? I'm holding the damn thing.
13.
Go, Chuck.
I got a 21 sleight of hand.
Good job.
21. Excellent. You cut it. Just walk up and cut it, and everything's fine.
Good job, Chuck.
Still intact.
Chuck is saving the day today. Chuck may not end up in the medical bay.
Yeah.
Chuck's done really
Put
well
in our
today.
bag of holding and off we go.
Yeah.
Is it
Why are you
on?
standing
Get it
there?
back
All you see is a flash of light as you are teleported and transported to
The DX.
the start of the ancient base, the very entrance.
Alright, so we better make,
I think we
Full foot
better
back.
run. Yeah.
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 As we go past the map, can we turn it around and use the remote to drive it back?
Absolutely. You can pretty much put in auto mode. You don't need a remote. Just
Yeah.
return to base.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
Get to the gate. Running to the gate.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yep.
Run into the
Perimeter
gate.
building.
Quickly dial.
because the DHD may fall into a fissure.
The sun has fully set. 2 bright moons illuminate the eerily quiet sand mounds between you and the Stargate. Okay. Successfully leave. Upon return to the Phoenix base, you provide the science and engineering team with the replacement control crystals. While you recover from your ordeal, the assembled Brains Trust replaces the damaged crystals, restoring operation of the ancient supercomputer. Soon the rumbling of the heart of the Phoenix planet quiets, and things return to normal, or at least as normal as they can be for a US military installation built into a mountain halfway across the Milky Way galaxy. As you are debriefing, General Lawyer is elated to learn that you've recovered other ancient technology. Here has a Marine take your findings to Whaler and Cursor, the chief librarian at the Ash Archive. The General can only imagine what boons these may bestow on the base. Rewards. 1 MP is earned completing the mission. 1 MP is earned for finding the problem with the Phoenix supercomputer without Jonas Quinn pulling an all-nighter. 1 MP is earned for returning with the Jade Skull still intact. Plus 1 to the Ash Archive facility bonus as well.
Oh. So we get 3 MP.
Yep.
And
Successfully done it all.
Ash Archive plus 1.
It's level 5.
Da-da-da-da.
Excellent.
I got a yellow vial that I just get to take some time.
Yeah.
What is that?
All right. You're attracted to it, but I wouldn't suggest drinking it anytime soon. But it doesn't say what it is.
Oh.
But yes, they did take it for study off you, so.
It's mine.
That's the end.
Yeah.
I'll stop recording there.
Yay.